Did Marco Rubio's grandpa really live in the US without legal documentation? That's the rumor that keeps popping up every few years, and today I'm diving into what we actually know, and what's just speculation. First, let's rewind. Marco Rubio, Florida senator, son of Cuban immigrants, has built a big part of his political story around his family's journey to America. The claim? That his grandfather, Pedro Victor Garcia, spent some time in the US in the 1960s, possibly without legal status. Now here's the thing. There isn't a lot of public documentation available. Most of what's out there comes from interviews, old news clippings, and some government records. According to Rubio, his grandfather fled Cuba in 1962 after the revolution. He entered the US on a tourist visa, but when that visa expired, he reportedly stayed in the country anyway. At one point, he was even detained by immigration authorities, but eventually, he was allowed to remain in the US. So, was this illegal? Technically, overstaying a visa is a violation of immigration law. But in the 1960s, the US handled Cuban immigrants pretty differently than others, often granting special status because of Cold War politics. Rubio himself has talked about his family's story in speeches and interviews, sometimes emphasizing the uncertainty and hardship they faced. But critics argue he's glossed over the specifics about his grandfather's status. Here's the bottom line. Yes, there's evidence Rubio's grandfather stayed in the US after his visa expired. Whether you call that illegal or in limbo depends on your perspective, and the politics of the time. So next time you hear this claim, remember, the truth is a little more complicated than a headline. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you want more political deep dives like this.